Yeah, until next time, we'll see you then.
Cool, man.
Beautiful.
Hold on.
Good work. Yeah.
Hold on.
You know, on that note too,
That was
man,
awesome.
what you just said, that was really good. On that note, the difference between where we started on these podcasts and where we're all at those times individually to now, I reckon there's going to be some progression, man.
Man, I watched that.
Without a shadow of
I watched
doubt.
the first. I watched about 10 minutes of the first podcast that you and I did. I was looking at myself and I was listening to myself and I was like, "Who the fuck is that?" I honestly was. That was like 3 or 4 weeks before my first ayahuasca ceremony, especially, and it was more to do with ayahuasca than anything else. But I was like, "Fuck, that guy sounds and looks so naive."
Yeah.
I looked like a little boy. I looked, and that's how it felt. Do you know what I mean?
I know exactly.
It was really fucking weird, yeah. So it's going to keep progressing like that, and that's the way it should. Maybe that's the way it always is, though. But we're just documenting it as well.
Yeah.
But I've personally, I know I've had like a massive. It's been like that, and it's just gone.
Well, see, documenting it is sharing as well, and letting go, death and rebirth, cycle upwards and forwards, whatever. Right on.
Yeah.
I had a similar experience with my couch surfing profile yesterday.
Did you? Yeah.
I went onto it and I went to update it. I was reading it thinking, this is exactly where I was about 2 years ago or a year and a half ago. Like, this is a great snapshot of my mind.
Right.
I'm not deleting this. So what I did is I copied it and I stored it in my note program, Evernote.
All right. Yeah. Good stuff.
I've stored it. Now I'm updating it and putting a snapshot of my current state of mind, you know?
Okay, yeah.
Fantastic.
Cool. Yeah,
Cool.
Yeah.
It's important, isn't it? Because then you can reflect back on it, and also, what's the word?
See how you've changed.
Yeah, but then extrapolate that as well into like where you want to go in the future.
Yeah.
You know, you look at that period of time to where you are now, look at those characters and what got you there, and then extrapolate those to help guide you to where you want to go.
Yeah.
Do you want to, as part of the podcast, some kind of part of it, like not that it's going to be broadcast on it, but on that note, annually or something like this, maybe around the new year,
Have a reflection
and do that thing together, perhaps, or individually and together. Who knows? Let's think and feel it through. But chat to, I don't know, record it or something like this, document it somehow, our state of mind. Do it by ourselves, maybe then together
and
as a
lock
group.
it away somewhere.
Yeah, and lock it away, and then next year,
it.
look at it.
I like that.
Sure.
You know, and then
That's a
maybe
good
even when on New Year's Eve when we're celebrating with whoever, we could say, you know, I've done this thing with Ados and Christos, and this is what I've learned in the last year, guys. Or even if you're talking to your partner or whatever, or talking to yourself.
I love this idea.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking now what I'd
Like
put
a time
in mind.
capsule.
Like,
Big time, man.
Put it in your
I just wish I did
current
it before.
state of mind, what has happened, what's going to happen, your plans,
Goals,
you know,
plans.
the whole lot. Just put a snapshot. Lock
And
it
you
away.
could put it. You could put some kind of framework without getting too scientific about it and rational about it. You could put some kind of framework to it, like emotional, physical, and spiritual.
Yeah.
And
Even put in drawings and stuff. It doesn't have to be,
drawings
doesn't have to be
as well.
words.
Yeah,
absolutely.
it could just be only drawings, maybe.
Yeah, for me it'll be play dig. This is how I sound like now. Play dig.
Record it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in a year's time,
Yeah. Both of us.
look at that levitating.
We're sitting here bouncing rhythms off each other. Just listen to what we were like a year ago.
we're not even talking, you know.
Yeah.
It'll go from people watching you going, "Oh fuck, what's this?" to everyone just be like,
Oh my god.
I can't move. Yeah.
I like the idea. Let's do that.
It's very, I think it's very important. And with that comes goal setting, which we spoke about before. I think goal setting is very important as well. Like directing yourself towards you need some sort of openness, you know, you can't be too structured, but goal setting is an important thing to help
It's a
get
bit
to
like
those
discipline,
points.
isn't it?
It's a discipline thing, yeah. We need
Discipline.
discipline as human beings. Yeah.
And we need it as well in this present moment being of how reflective, and we're moving forward, guys, right? And others as well, of course, but we, as I'll be selfish here, and us three, we are definitely moving forward. I need to be
It's not
disciplined.
selfish, that's an observation.
Absolutely, I just put that in there just in case.
Yeah.
But I need discipline, I need motivation. That's something like a weakness.
No, it's not at all. It's just who we are as human beings.
Yeah.
Well, I'll speak on my behalf only, but I need discipline, and I'd love to share with you guys my annual or bi-monthly or whatever goals like this. I'm suggesting
This
annually.
is something I'm only realising just now. Like, I have not had any discipline in my life.
Me too,
and I'm
man.
realising that it's something that I need to start to bring in slowly. Like, I need
Commitment
to
and responsibility, I've identified.
Mm-hmm.
Committing, not to you, not to my partner, to me.
To yourself, yeah.
Commitment and discipline is part of it. Commitment and responsibilities. And when I said this,
Committing to yourself, or
Yeah.
committing to for me, this is my realization, was that I need to have a purpose, because otherwise, if I don't have a human being without a purpose is useless. Like,
Yeah, sure.
we need to have a purpose.
Self-worth,
So
man.
once you have a purpose, then you commit to that purpose.
Yes.
So it's the commitment and everything that goes along with it. It's about putting yourself into that purpose
Yes.
and creating a purpose
This
for
is
yourself.
for next podcast.
Okay.
Yeah.
For sure, man.
Right.
Definitely.
And we're still recording, so we can listen to it to remind our trigger our.
This could be our part 2, maybe. Should we just keep going?
I have to run off soon.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Commitment, responsibility, purpose, worth, goals and all that.
It's something that is definitely important. But you need a bit of that as well. I think you need to have. I think I was probably too responsible when I was younger, and finding that fine line of responsibility versus and discipline versus having freedom as well. It's about finding. You need that fine line. You can't be too far one way or the other. I think just through my conditioning,
you need one with the other.
You need one with the other. Yeah.
And
Again, that binary.
Support is always good. Don't depend on anyone, and don't expect and don't get them to be. Don't let them feel obliged.
Yeah.
But share.
How do we find it though? Is it just through trial and error?
No. What do you mean, people?
No, just find your own fine line. I think it's through trial and error, but also introspection and being aware of it as well.
I think it's about his synchronicities. I think it's
Being
about
aware
with that, at least,
being
though, yeah.
aware with
Confirmations
that,
that
and
you're
then
talking about.
and guiding your life through that like that, and so making sure you have the focus to be able to keep yourself your intuition at this level where you can then just guide yourself through with a purpose. So
Sure.
like you hold the purpose here and you just go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's the openness and there's the hard work. So you work and you keep open and you have them both at the same time.
Sure. That would be perfection, wouldn't
It would be.
it? Yeah.
That's the goal.
Yeah.
I feel great, and I felt great at the start. I feel better now. This is medicine.
Yeah.
Yes.
Medicine.
It
Yeah.
is a form of therapy.
I
almost,
need
yeah.
to talk like this, and share and communicate.
Can you imagine as our language evolves, how much better we're going to be at communicating with each other?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, do you know, sometimes I do get pissed off, not pissed off myself,
You
what's the
can't
word?
have the right
But I'm
word.
not intelligent enough to talk about things I want to
That's
talk
not
about.
intelligence. I think it's that
I think it is.
you have to talk your way around this thing.
That's what I do.
And
That's what I
it's
do.
because we don't have a concept for that. We don't have a word for that
Just
concept.
to say it in one word,
Yeah, so
or
you
one
have
sentence,
to start going around.
Yeah, it's not
Quite
intelligence.
possible.
It can be about being more well read,
Yeah,
finding the right word, having a fucking thesaurus, mate.
yeah.
Extrapolate's not quite the right word. Oh, that's the right word.
Yeah.
Your intelligence is.
But often,
It's
like
there, it's
praxis,
fine.
like the word
I believe.
praxis. How do you find words like this? It took me hours to find this word praxis.
Hmm.
Researching Google.
Yeah, well, YouTube and things
Must
like
be a
that.
word
Yeah, it helps
for
with
it,
that.
you know?
Yeah,
So whereas if you got a concept, like every concept that we've said today, we can probably go through this video, at some point, and then go, oh, that concept needs a word.
Yeah.
And then you apply a word to it. That concept needs a word.
That's
Apply
a
word
great
to it.
idea.
why don't we
And
start
there's
our
all
own
of-
fucking language?
'cause
Let's
all
just
of
do it.
I was talking about my mate yesterday. This is what we need to do. We need to,
And all of a sudden it comes like Sanskrit. Like all this
Exactly.
podcast has come 3 words.
exactly. Yeah.
Symbols.
Yeah,
Not
nice.
words, symbols.
Yeah, words that mean these concepts. So we say that word and sit in it, and then say that word and sit in it, and then guide ourselves through with those words.
Yeah.
This guy Dan, he knows some guys who take a lot of acid. They do it regularly. They've developed their own language
Really?
from being in that state of mind. So
Yeah,
they
right.
talk to each other now
Wow.
with this language.
Yeah,
When they're not on acid as well.
Yeah. And so
Wow.
I want to meet these guys.
fuck yeah.
I mean, there's functional English, but then there's their language. They speak it amongst each other to get concepts and things across.
Yeah.
It's,
I often sing to myself, and even to a tune that I know, but the words are totally different.
Yeah.
And I'm just going, what the fuck?